Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Holden here, and I am back for another episode of Dinosaur Education. Now, last time we did the Spinosaurus, so if you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. And today we are going to be doing the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I got my two dinosaur books here, and we'll tell you a little bit of information about the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, so I'm going to go in my little encyclopedia here. See, Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus was as long as a bus and twice as heavy as an elephant. The fearsome predator had pointed teeth that could tear skin and muscle and even crush bone. Three-toed feet allowed this heavy animal to plod along as a steady trot. Its tiny arms with two claws on each were probably used to hold the prey during feeding. I don't even know how it could do that. Its arms are like tiny, just stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Its size was believed to be about 39 feet long, and its fossil location is in North America, here. And habitat is forest and swamps, and diet is large dinosaurs. Although shown in the film Jurassic Park, Tyrannosaurus actually lived in the Cretaceous period. Well, I think everyone knows that. Even velociraptors lived in the Cretaceous period, and they were in Jurassic Park. It's just... It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, now I'm going to go read to you in this book here, the big one, about the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, here's a picture of the Tyrannosaurus Rex right here. Here's a picture of that. Okay. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Since Barnum Brown teased its bones from the Badlands of Montana in 1902, other theropods have emerged there that were bigger and faster, but still, this horrific, is that horrific? I don't really know. Horrific killer stands alone. The most famous dinosaur by far, and the only one best known by its full title. No one speaks of Triceratops hordeus or Diplodocus longus, but the name coined by Henry Fairfield Osborn in 1905 combines an irresistible rhythm with a hint of its menace. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Tyrant King. Its discovery soon made headlines. The absolute warlord of the earth was one description in the New York Times, along with a royal man-eater of the jungle, an early example of the irresistible urge to imagine the terror Tyrannosaurus could unleash on humans, despite the 63 million year gap between its demise and the moment when our ancestors lifted their knuckles from the ground and began walking on two legs. The Tyrannosaurus that shot to fame was an upright beast that charged alone through the forest and across plains, lunging in with whichever unfortunate creatures it decided to make its prey, snapping their bones with a sickening crunch of its 1.5 millimeter jaws, then consuming their carcasses while blood dripped down its scowly jowls. I don't know how to pronounce that. In recent years, however, the picture has changed. The creature remains one of the most horrific carnivores ever to have lived. Those jaws were packed with 60 serrated banana-sized teeth, and it bit with a 15,000 kilogram force, akin to the weight of a small truck carrying down on each tooth. But we now see its posture as dynamic and horizontal rather than kangaroo-like. Its scales may well have been combined with feathers, and there are hints that it hunted in terrifying packs rather than a solitary killer. I thought the Tyrannosaurus Rex was a lone wolf. Apparently it's not. Since Tyrannosaurus discovery, around 30 more specimens have been unearthed. The most famous stands 12.8 millimeters long and 40 millimeters tall at its hips and was found in 1990 by fossil hunter Sue Hendrickson, I think it is, after whom it is nicknamed Sue. In 1997, it sold for $8.3 million at auction, making it the most expensive fossil ever, and today it stands in the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago. Other good remains have emerged from Canada all the way down to New Mexico, which combined to create a detailed picture of Tyrannosaurus development, appearance, and lifestyle. The differences between adults and juveniles were substantial, I think that is. By the time it was fully grown, that is, in its early 20s, a Tyrannosaurus had undergone a drastic transformation from its adolescent self, having so many Tyrannosaurus fossils at varying stages of maturity from babies through the aforementioned means that its growth stage are well documented, and between the ages of 13 and 17, Tyrannosaurus underwent an incredible growth spurt in which it put on 1,500 pounds per year. As a juvenile, it had blade-like teeth, but as it matured, they became conchoidal. Its skull grew and thickened until it alone weighed half a ton, and its body bulked out until the list. Sprinting adolescent had muted into a massively muscled, lumbering beast with an immense appetite for other animals' flesh. Alright, guys, I need to take a break. Alright, we are back. Okay, adults were so robust, to use the paleontological term, that they could probably only pound along at 50 miles per hour to at most 25 miles per hour, according to the latest calculations. A pursuing adult Tyrannosaurus running at the faster end of the scale, which would still catch most humans. Through our top sprinters would probably be safe. When Usain Bolt set the 100-mile world record at 9.58 seconds, his top speed was an outstanding 27.79 miles per hour. Hang on. Right, but juveniles were probably faster as they had longer shin bones compared with their thigh bones, and the proportionately longer the shin bone is, the better suited an animal is to sprinting. If so, this may tally with the notion that Tyrannosaurus hunted in packs. Canadian paleontologist Philip Currie advocates this theory, although many of his peers felt that more proof is needed. Well, I think that's all I can afford today, so make sure you check out, it'll be, like, at the eye at the top. Yep, at the top right there. And the eye that you can go like other channels and videos and stuff. It'll be our last video, which is the trailer for our channel. So make sure you check it out. And next time on Dinosaur Education, we will be doing the Parasaurolophus. Okay, so see you later, guys. And I am out.